Hey guys, Josh with WWIII Firearms, doing something a little bit different here. We've been doing some function testing today and wanted to give kind of a first impressions review of something that we just recently acquired. This is the Robinson Arms XCR-L. What makes this unique is this is one of the guns that was in the SCAR trials that we were doing in the early 2000s. Some of the big names that you can see in that was Robinson, also FN. Unfortunately, the only reason this one was not adopted, because I see no faults with it visually and from just a cursory glance, is they were unable to provide the right amount of blank adapters that the Ordnance Corps had requested. This is a small mom and pop shop out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So they just weren't able to compete with a big name Belgian manufacturer that I shouldn't mention. What's really cool about this is 16-inch barrel. It's got a proprietary muzzle brake on it, but you can change it. It has kind of a hodgepodge of features on it. It's a little bit, it looks like an AR at first glance, but the only thing that's compatible is actually the pistol grip. What's really unique about this is it's got a long stroke piston on it, just similar to an AK. It also has an AK style trigger housing in here. So it's a really smooth mil-spec trigger that's not got kind of the grit and creep of what you would consider a standard AR trigger. Grew up shooting FALs with the family, and so I have a little bit of a fondness for that, and it's actually something that's apparent in this rifle. You have a little trigger housing paddle release for the bolt, and then you also have a side charging handle for the bolt as well. So that's really cool. That's something I'm very familiar with, and it just kind of makes it a little easier. The nicest thing about it compared to the other company that was in the SCAR trial is this is a non-reciprocating bolt handle. So this is a really cool feature. And then before I shoot it, I have to mention, it has a side folding stock with adjustable cheek comb on it, and it's retractable. And if you'll notice right here, you actually have an Allen key that you can go into and adjust for different calibers. This is a caliber convertible rifle, unlike the Magpul Masada Remington ACR. This one's a 5.56, but with a couple parts, you can change it in a couple minutes to 224 Valkyrie, 6.5 Grendel, 6.8 SPC, 300 Blackout, 7.62x39. So all you have to do is just change the magazines out, change out some of the internal components, and you've got a brand new rifle without changing the actual rifle. So let's shoot it, see what I think. Ears in. Another feature it shares with the FN SCAR is it has a 45-degree throw on the safety. Going hot. Yeah, that's badass. The muzzle brake really tames recoil. It lines up on shot every time. It is a piston, so it does kick a little bit more than what you're accustomed to with a DI gun like an AR. However, you get the reliability. It definitely shoots a lot cooler than an AR would. And overall, it's extremely well built. It's a shame that these aren't more commonplace than an FN SCAR. Love it.